likely across all manufacturers. When we started learning about artificial intelligence in relationship to hearing aids, I was so surprised because I'm an outside sales rep. I'm also an audiologist, but I spend a lot of time in my car. And as I listened to public radio and talks, I couldn't believe how much I started cluing into talks and discussions about artificial intelligence, not in relationship to hearing aids, but just in general. So I think you asked the question, where is AI being utilized in our world? It's all over the place. And so I'm just so much, personally, I'm so much more clued into it than what I was even 6 months ago. Specifically to hearing aids, there's once again two aspects I want to make sure you're aware of. First of all, for those of you wearing hearing aids, did you ever have hearing aids that you changed the volume like this? Or they put a button on your hearing aid, so if you went into different environments, you did some of this? Does that sound familiar to you? Okay, okay.
I love it.
Say that again?
I love it.
You like being able to make adjustments.
I am a control freak.
There you go. We'll talk about that. As you may know, we like for hearing aids, and I'm just talking personally, but even within the widex family or philosophically, we like for hearing aids to be quite automatic so that people can put their hearing aids on, let the hearing aid, which essentially are miniature computers, do a lot of analyzing of the data and automatically make adjustments so that you don't have to. Now, I know people like to have some control, and we're all for that, but sometimes when people are doing this or pulling out a remote control, they're losing the context of a conversation in part because they're doing some action and it takes them away from the conversation. So hearing aids, we do talk about hearing aids being smarter and smarter these days because they are more automatic. The computer chip inside of hearing aids are getting smarter so that you shouldn't have to fiddle and do things like that. Did all of you say you carry a smartphone? Like an iPhone or an Android phone? So just to make sure you're aware, most hearing aid manufacturers, widex included, I will show this to you in just a few minutes, but there is an app that you can download on your smartphone that really does give you ability to fiddle and make adjustments through an app.
He showed me how.
Okay, so you're familiar with that.
But I don't use it.
Okay. So is your style that you just like the hearing aids to do their thing and you don't fiddle?
Exactly.
Okay. And I appreciate that. Probably what our statistics are showing is about 70% of people just really want the hearing aids to work very automatically. But 30% of the people, you can't talk them out of making adjustments. But it speaks to people are very individualized and have individual preferences. But I want you to know with hearing aids, there are apps that can almost work as remote controls. Now, part of the artificial intelligence aspect of it is if you happen, for example, to use the widex app, you do agree to this when you download the app. So you're opting in, but as you're making adjustments through the app and specifically to some certain criteria of that app, as you're making adjustments, it is sending information to the widex cloud, is what I'm going to call it. So widex, in all fairness, is gathering huge amounts of data. It's all housed on your phone, so it's not collecting data about your name, your date of birth, your hearing loss information, but it is collecting data as far as what type of adjustments were you making to your hearing aids. And if you think about all the users of hearing aids across the world, one tagline that widex is using in some of our materials, even over there you'll see it, intelligent today, smarter tomorrow. The hearing aids are gathering, or the company is gathering a lot of data from across the world on what users are doing when they are making adjustments. So widex just came out with a hearing aid that is using artificial intelligence, probably, I lose track of time, 6-8 months ago. And we are just now finding some preliminary data from all of this data that's being gathered. So I'm going to pass out on information